Very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Premier League Live for our third game of the day here in LFS. Our first Premier League match of the day after our Championship playoff semi-final first legs earlier this afternoon. Hope you enjoyed that. And we're here for Premier League action now at Old Trafford as Manchester United take on Arsenal. As Arsenal look to go ahead back top of the Premier League table after City's convincing 4-0 win at Fulham yesterday. Put them back top. Arsenal would love to steal it back off them and leapfrog their Premier League title rivals, Manchester United. Well, they need to hope for European football. And after Chelsea's late winner last night against Nottingham Forest, it's about a win that Manchester United need to keep tabs with Newcastle and Chelsea in that race for European football. To the teams then for this afternoon's match here at Old Trafford. Manchester United start with Andre Onana in goal. An unchanged back four from the 4-0 defeat to Crystal Palace on Monday night as Diogo Dalot, Casemiro, Johnny Evans and Wan-Bissaka make up the defence. Kobbie Mainoo continues in midfield this time alongside Sofian Amrabat instead of Christian Eriksen. And Scott McTominay comes in as a number 10 in that attacking role. As Ahmad on the right, Garnacho on the left, and Rasmus Højlund leading the line for Manchester United. And some youngsters as well on the bench. Anthony and Eriksen, the main players on the bench in terms of experience. For Arsenal, they start with David Raya in goal, a pretty injury ravaged Arsenal side, pretty clear of injuries. Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel and Takehiro Tomiyasu make up the defenders. Thomas Partey, Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard the captain in midfield, with a front three of Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard and Kai Havertz leading the line for the Gunners. On the bench for the Gunners, they have Kivior, Ramsdale, Zinchenko, Smith Rowe, Jorginho, Vieira, Martinelli, Nketiah, and Jesus. Of course, Jurrien Timber is back in the squad, back in the team, and back in training, but he's not here this afternoon, starting or on the bench for this one. And Mikel Arteta's team. Arsenal will love to go back top. Man United need to keep on the coattails of Chelsea and Newcastle for European football. Who will win? Kickoff at Old Trafford is next. A very good afternoon to you and welcome to LFS for this, our third game of the day here this afternoon and our first Premier League one of the day. Who would you believe it? And we have had a long day so far, but another game to go and cracking Premier League football to enjoy it with you. Great to have you with us here on LFS for this one between Arsenal and Manchester United, or Manchester and Arsenal in the Premier League at Old Trafford. And Arsenal know that they have two games where they want to get 6 points and try and go for this title, because they need to hope that Man City drop points, and it doesn't look like City are going to do that. And if both teams win till the end of the season, it will be City's title once again for the fourth successive time. No side's ever done that before in Premier League history. Well, Manchester City on the verge of doing that, just 2 wins away. As Arsenal get us going here in their away strip this afternoon in that luminous greeny yellow colour. And Manchester United, and of course their home strip of red shirts and white shorts. And I think it's going to be a tough game for Manchester United after that drubbing against Crystal Palace. And they still have the same defence. And that defence made a lot of mistakes on Monday night. And they'll need to be a lot stronger and a lot more solid than they were on Monday if they're going to get anything out of this one against a very resolute and very good Arsenal side who will love to absolutely destroy Man United on their own patch. There's a good early pressure from Arsenal down that right hand side. Here's Saliba. Nice work from Ben White infield. Here's Saka to run at the goal. Saka into the box it comes. Kai Havertz. Havertz unopposed. And the cross comes across the box. Look at Trossard. And the tracking from Ahmad has to put it behind for the corner. But oh my goodness me. Manchester United. Look, they're a yard off at every single pass there. Arsenal up for this one. And Arsenal, the most goals scored from corners. Man United 16th in terms of conceding corners. So Man United certainly not strong at stopping corners from being scored. And there's a chance here. An early corner for Arsenal. Left-hand side. Rice to take the corner. Right-footed delivery. To the front post. Flicked on. And off the line at the back from Wan-Bissaka. As here's Saka now. Saka trying to turn his man inside out. Trying to play it through and close down there. And Man United can finally get away out of their own 18-yard box. Although they've given it away again. But Saka can only put it out of play. And Dalot will win Man United the throw-in. Certainly a tough start for the home side there. Arsenal come flying out of the traps. And it's just... Initially, when they were setting up for the corner, Arsenal were all at the back post, and we've seen that before, where they're ready to take the corner and they all come flying to the front post. It's kind of a decoy kind of thing of trying to confuse the defence. That time, Wan-Bissaka was, well, alert at the back post and cleared it off the line from the flick on at the front post. As Johnny Evans rescues that one out for the throw. There are a lot of early pressure here, Manchester United. One throw into the box again, booted away there, and again cleared away by Johnny Evans, and out for another Arsenal throw in. Man United instantly on the defensive. Dalot has asked Garnacho to step in a bit. Very deep early doors here, Manchester United. As White ready to take this throw in for Arsenal, throws it to the byline. Taken down by Odegaard, but had no more space to try and find anything, and Man United can clear it away, although only as far as Partey. Back to Odegaard. Odegaard through the line. Saka! And they shot straight at Onana, but again, really intricate football from Arsenal. 1-2 touch football. And it's again Man United surrendering possession. They try and clear it long, and it doesn't even get past their 18-yard line. It's Thomas Partey wins it back, and then Odegaard and Saka. That link up again in between the lines. And Saka just shoots it straight at Onana. But massive early pressure on Manchester United's defence. Mikel Arteta, these opening moments, 88% of possession has been in Man United's defensive third. So almost all of possession has been Man United defending in these early moments. As press of the ball, and Casemiro tries to play in behind. Here's Rasmus Højlund, but Saliba has it covered. Gets across as Partey's taken away, and Højlund lost his balance there. Rasmus Højlund, and well off target, but Arsenal get a bit lucky there. They're complacent at the back, and Saliba just tried to square it across to Partey, and Partey just too casual on the ball, tries to take it past his man, and it absolutely gets clapped there by, I think it was Scott McTominay. And McTominay wins it back, he does. And it's Højlund, he just slips at the last second, trying to shoot. And that's what takes the shot off, well off target. But both defences not looking particularly in control early doors. As Arsenal a bit frantic there. Havertz gives it away. Odegaard a yard off, and Partey won the challenge. But Ben White will have to put it out for the throw. Referee this afternoon is Paul Tierney. VAR is John Brooks. John Brooks, who was the VAR in our game last night between Nottingham Forest and Chelsea. Wan-Bissaka to Casemiro. Back across to Evans. And now a bit of possession for United. Here's Mainu. Back to Evans. Casemiro through the lines, trying to play forward. Ahmad picks it up. Takes a nice first touch, but travelled all the way through. And Tomiyasu's marking him all the way, right back to his own left-back position. He does keep the ball, does Ahmad. That's Evans. Mainu, back to Johnny Evans. Now Amrabat. Good passing from United there. Bit of the ball just to give them a bit of breathing space and a bit of respite, really. These early moments. Here's Casemiro, long ball in behind. The runner off the left there was Garnacho. Here is Garnacho. Into the box he comes. Alejandro Garnacho has a shot blocked. Wan-Bissaka. Now Ahmad. Trying to break past his man. Finds Dalot with a shot over the bar. And a corner it will be because it took a deflection. What a response from United there. Arsenal in total control in the first couple of minutes. And United now, Ahmad does well, a break in between the lines and finds Garnacho in space and has the shot deflected over the bar for a corner. Really nice by Manchester United. A great start. Well, a great response after that start. Here's Garnacho with a corner, right-footed. All the way it comes over the keeper. Ahmad will pick it up on the right-hand side. Ahmad now, still going. Ahmad still going. Lost the ball. Mainu will pick it back up as it's stolen away here by Trossard. He will burst down the left-hand side here for Arsenal. Give them a bit of respite at the back, but Amrabat just simply wins it back off Trossard with an easy challenge. Arsenal won all of the last 4 games. Man United just 1 win in their last 5. Lost their only defeat though in the last 5 was that 4-0 defeat to Crystal Palace on Monday night. Quite convincingly beaten in South London, where Manchester United very convincingly beaten. They were shocking on Monday night. Palace were absolutely electric and absolutely incredible. A nice challenge by Rice. Sliding out now, finds Odegaard in space. Here's the run from Saka. Bukayo Saka. And looking for the cross. Blocked behind for a corner off Johnny Evans, I think it was there. Will be a corner. Again, it's battling there was Saliba. And then the ball comes loose. Rice picks it up. Threads it through for Odegaard, making the challenge in the process. And then Odegaard just slides it on to Saka on the right flank to try and cross it in, and it takes a deflection and will be a corner. But really nice move by Arsenal there on the counter. Find the gaps and Saka to take this corner then, right hand side. Lots of bodies in there for Arsenal. Left footed delivery, headed on and off the roof of the net there from Gabriel's header. And United playing out from the back. Onana. Taking his time. And decides to go for the short pass to Dalot. It goes long up the pitch. Dalot's ball all the way through to David Raya in the other goal. The other side of the pitch. Rice. Oh, not a great pass from Rice, and Raya did come for it and did kick it away long. Nervy moment there for Arsenal. A bit of confusion. Luckily the keeper was aware of it. Got it away. Some nervy early moments. As there's Erik ten Hag. Of course, this week I'm sure will be a difficult week. Has been a difficult week after that game on Monday night, and it's been a week where his future at the club of Manchester United has been in massive speculation as to whether he's the right path to go down and is he the right man for the job, and can he do the job. Of course, with all the new personnel above the managerial position in the board and that at this club changing, feeling maybe there might need to be a change in the manager to change the direction, but how many times have Man United done that and where's it got them? That's the counter argument to that of sacking Erik ten Hag. I don't think that would happen. But we'll see. You never know. I mean, we literally seen a manager be sacked at the start of this season, a week before the season got underway. I mean, it's not impossible that can happen. We've seen it. And Julian Lopetegui left the Wolves literally a week before the first game of the season against Manchester United, so it's not a unbeknownst happening. Manager sacked at weird times. It's a good press by Trossard, and referee says no foul. Ahmad battling as well. Referee allowing a lot to flow here. Paul Tierney, the referee, allowing a lot to flow. Letting the game run, not starting it. This is what we like to see. Amrabat's ball spread wide to the left, but White there to intercept. Saka helps him out. As it comes back to Saliba. Ødegaard. Back to William Saliba. Through the lines. Havertz was coming deeper, but closed out there. Saliba. Down the line, looking for the run of White, but far too overhit that one from William Saliba, and will run through to Onana in the 18-yard box for Manchester United. Well, Arsenal, in Premier League history, their lowest win percentage at any given stadium in the country in the Premier League. Only Hillsborough is worse than Old Trafford for them, 12.9%. Good break for United, and Trossard has to track back and put it behind for the corner. A gut-busting run from Dalot right through the middle. Tried to find Ahmad on the free on the right-hand side, and Trossard had to cut back and block it behind for the corner. So Ahmad with the corner. Left-footed, whipped in. Headed away at the front post. Wan-Bissaka instantly pressed there. Goes back to the Man United keeper. Fires it long. Saka heads it away. And Evans will just let that one run out of play for a throw. United responded very well after those nervy opening moments. Shown a real threat against Arsenal in these last 5-10 minutes. After a very difficult opening few minutes here. Casemiro, nice ball through the lines. Dalot back to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka out wide, it comes to Ahmad. Through the lines now, finds Mainu, who broke down the right. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Amrabat, very fluid from United. Here's Casemiro's ball to Dalot over the bar from Diogo Dalot. See it again. Amrabat lays it off to Casemiro, and there's just that gap in the middle. Dalot just straight through the middle again. There's no one covering. I mean, Bukayo Saka, who's his marker, just didn't follow him through into the middle, and it's strange that. And Dalot had a clean shot at goal, so well over the bar. So not much in the end for Arsenal to worry about. White. Back to Raya. Arsenal just lost their rhythm a bit last couple of minutes. Just as I was saying about that lowest win percentage, Old Trafford, their second lowest, 12.9% win percentage here. Only Hillsborough is worse for Arsenal. Sheffield Wednesday's ground. Will not be going there anytime soon. Certainly in the Premier League anyway. Ball spread out to the left-hand side. Nice kick down by Trossard. Trossard with a cross. All the way through it comes. Out the other end it will be White. Now Odegaard. Poor pass by Martin Odegaard, but he will try and battle back for it. Loses that battle. As Odegaard does win it back now the second time. And loses it again. McTominay. Oh, almost puts Evans under pressure. Saka chests it down. A bit of a frantic game. Besides giving it away cheaply at times. Partey. Saliba. White through the lines, finds Odegaard in a gap, then tries to feed him behind Havertz, but Evans was on the cover, and Evans had it dealt with as Casemiro clears it away, and picked up by Tomiyasu again. It's good play. White. Now Odegaard on the right flank in space. Doesn't take the touch the first time. Here's Saka. Partey. Back it comes again to Saliba and now Gabriel. Back to William Saliba. Partey to Rice. Back to Thomas Partey. Well, across all competitions, Manchester United have only won 1 of their last 9 matches within 90 minutes, drawing 6 and losing 2, including going to extra time against both Liverpool and Coventry in the FA Cup. Wow. Nice ball in behind. Here's Tomiyasu on the break. Still keeps it alive, Tomiyasu. And it's actually stolen away from him by Casemiro. So he wanted to shield it for the corner there, Tomiyasu. Wasn't allowed to by Casemiro. Trossard. Odegaard. Now Partey. White. He's passing from the Gunners. Also not in a hurry. They've got the control, they've got the tempo, they know what they need to do. "23 degrees in Manchester, here at Old Trafford. Another. It's hot all across the UK. That hot temperature certainly will be felt by those players on the pitch, and might have an impact on the game as Ben White's ball in behind. Look at that run. Here's Havertz. He's got Trossard in the middle. Kai Havertz goes himself, plays it across. Trossard, 1-0. Lovely run by Kai Havertz. No one tracked him, no one marked him. And Kai Havertz had the freedom of Manchester down that right flank. Gets to the byline, squares it across, and Manchester United at 6s and 7s hadn't a clue what was going on. And Leandro Trossard, around about 2 yards from goal, all he has to do is tap it in, and that he did. It's Onana initially. Just clears it down the left-hand side. Arsenal win it back quickly. Just chipped over the top. Casemiro did not step up to play him offside. Havertz unmarked. And he just gets to the byline, cuts it back across the 6-yard box, and Leandro Trossard is there to finish. Really poor defending from United. It's just lazy. Lazy. He should not be onside from that position. Kai Havertz. Casemiro should have stepped up along with the rest of his defenders and really should have not given that gap in behind for Trossard and Havertz to have their way with it. And Havertz, as I said, had the freedom of Manchester. It's Man United 0, Arsenal 1. As expected. Arsenal with the control of the ball. Man United with a simple error that's so easy to resolve. It's just a simple error. And that has Manchester United behind. But more crucially, it has Arsenal ahead. And that, in terms of the title race, means so much. Show you the live table in just a moment. And there we are, top spot back in Arsenal's grasp now. Arsenal lead the way. Man City play their game in hand in midweek on Tuesday night against Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Arsenal need to rely on their London rivals to help them. But Arsenal winning at the moment. They're doing their job for the moment. Arsenal, as it stands, on 86 points. Man United on 85. Or Man City on 85, sorry. A bit carried away there. Manchester United not on 85. Just over halfway that. On 54, Manchester United. In 8th at the moment. They will be missing out on Europe. As it stands, they do have 2 games themselves. They play Newcastle here in midweek, which will be a huge game for United. And then they have a trip to Brighton, I believe it is, on the final day. Here's another ball. Ben White at the byline. The cross was far too much on at that from Ben White. Again, another lovely move down the right-hand side from Arsenal. I mean, Man United, no combating whatsoever. I mean, Ben White's, again, totally free. Saka waiting for the overlap, and White continuing his run. And the cross from the byline just over hits, but there's a pull back there by Højlund on the Arsenal defender of Gabriel. Højlund claiming his innocence, but I mean, I don't know what he's expecting to get a response on that. He was clearly pulling him. There's no questions about that. Erik ten Hag shaking his head. Let's seeing a clip of him here, or the feed of him here. He's shaking his head in his team. How that goal came about. Raya, the long kick from the free kick to the left channel. That's a lovely header. While falling, and Ahmad rides a challenger too and wins the free kick off Paul Tierney, or given by Paul Tierney, the referee. And Onana to Evans, back to Onana. Now Amrabat round the corner to Casemiro. He blasts it straight at Trossard. Casemiro gets Man United the throw in, but all the talk this week about Casemiro, I mean, he had an absolute howler of a game against Crystal Palace on Monday night, and he had a lot of critics after that one, and rightfully so, to be honest. But some harsher than others, whether that's correct or not. Whether some would say that Casemiro, I mean, let's just say what was said on Monday night, has football left him? Has Casemiro lost his ability to play at this level? Who knows? I mean, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying what has been said. I'm not getting myself in that shit show. Definitely not. But it's a question that has to be asked. You know? All season, Manchester United have looked so vague, so bad in midfield, and really lacking any pace, quality. I mean, not quality's a bit harsh, but they're just not themselves in midfield. They just don't look right. I just can't pinpoint it, but it's just not right. You know what I mean? They just seem strange. Strange indeed. Now, there was a graphic up there that a moment ago where it said 14 different combinations at centre-back this season for Manchester United. And we mentioned that on Monday night about that when Evans and Casemiro made their debuts as a kind of defensive combination. That's a challenge there. It's a foul by Dalot, surely. And Saka winning the free kick. But it's the 14th combination of the season at centre-back for Manchester United. And we made the point that, yes, that would be a major, major blow. And that is horrible. And it's not good for any side. But it does not take away from the frailties that Man United have shown in other areas. I mean, their goal scoring, it's not been enough. They scored 52 goals this season. 52 goals. I am right in saying every other team in the top half of the table has more goals than Manchester United. Every team above them has at least 19 more goals scored than Manchester United this season. Everybody else has above 70 goals. Everybody in the 7 spaces above United this campaign. Their goals conceded, 56 goals conceded, is not good either. And then their in-play ability has just not been good either. Here's Declan Rice running on. Here's Tommy Yasu's shot blocked. So Odegaard battles for it back and has it back comfortably. White, Arsenal certainly fluid at the moment in free mode. Here's White, ball in behind, Saka on the spin, plays it off to Ben White. Ben White still going, and the shot from the narrow angle goes flying past the post on the left hand side for a goal kick. But what are Manchester United doing here? What are they doing again? They are just not like any sort of competition for Arsenal at this minute in time, Manchester United. Arsenal are just running rings around them. Really. And Arsenal, they smell blood. They really smell blood, this Arsenal side. And they're desperate for more goals. You can see it. They feel that they've got so many more opportunities in this game to get more goals, and they do. Onana goes long up the pitch. Højlund to take it down deftly. Nice touch. But it is an offside flag up against Rasmus Højlund, so that positive bit of play comes to nothing. Saliba. White. Back to William Saliba. Through the middle. Havertz getting it caught under his feet. Back to Saliba it goes. Now Rice. Right to White. Down the line. No one made the run. Saka had come in field and Havertz wasn't there to try and meet it. White a bit confused there and they lost the ball there, Arsenal, as Man United now try and get down the left hand side. Can't find a pass in the space. Amrabat. Ahmad. Now on the right flank is Wan-Bissaka. Back to Ahmad. To Amrabat. The Arsenal fans in that corner of Old Trafford are enjoying their afternoon so far. 30 minutes gone. Man United 0, Arsenal 1. Trossard's goal the difference. United having good spell of possession here. Dalot. Garnacho. Squeeze it through. Gets the break of the ball. Garnacho with a cutback. McTominay in there. Could not reach and get anything out of it. And Arsenal come away with it through Saka. Loses the ball. Battling back there. But Mainu gets the break of it. And now here come Manchester United into the box. Garnacho down the left, running the room. Mainu keeps it alive. Kobe Mainu still going. Back it comes to Garnacho. Spread to the back end of the box. Casemiro. Shot headed away. And into the mix it goes again. Casemiro involved. Odegaard up battling, but Ahmad got there ahead of him. Brought down by Mainu. It's better from United. Good play there, that's better. Dallow, the referee's played advantage now. Hoyland into the box. Rasmus Hoyland surrounded there, and Arsenal clear their lines. Better for Manchester United there. Seeing Arsenal there. Gabriel was isolated on his own with Hoyland, and you see the Arsenal players all just come right back to surround him, not allow Hoyland any space inside that box to try and break away and get a clear shot at goal. Get a long ball forward, brought down up there by McTominay. Here is Scott McTominay, and the shot ends up dribbling wide of the right post. Good response from Manchester United though. Well, Arsenal have gone unbeaten through their last 8 away Premier League games, winning 7 and drawing 1. Prior to their 3-2 North London derby win at Tottenham, they had kept 6 straight clean sheets on the road. Arsenal. Referee's played advantage. Mainly was fouled, but Garnacho keeps it alive. Now McTominay. Now Garnacho out in the left flank. Garnacho up against White. And United throwing a bit more at this now. Here's Amrabat on the left. Back it comes to Dallow. Now Garnacho. Back to Dallow. Around the corner to Garnacho. His body's in and around the middle there. And United can't find them though at the moment. Here's Johnny Evans, sorry. To Casemiro. Now Ahmad. Again, they can't carry it forward. Really just lacking the ideas there, Manchester United. Menu. Amrabat. Hoyland comes deep for it. Spreads it wide for Garnacho, who crosses and it turns into a shot, deflected, as taken away by Rice, but Wan-Bissaka picks it back up. Down the right it goes to Ahmad, up against Trossard. Ahmad comes back in field, lays it back off to Wan-Bissaka. Now Casemiro with a cross, and Ben White chests it back to his keeper, David Raya. Calm at the back from Arsenal. Mind blown says at least you've seen a goal. Indeed, indeed, indeed. My first goal of the afternoon. I know. My third game, and I went 2 0-0 draws in a row. Goodness me. Yes, but great to have a goal. Although I don't think it won't be. I don't think it'll be the only goal of the afternoon. I've just an inkling that this game might have some more goals in it. What ends? I don't know. Here's Saliba. Across to Gabriel there. Back to Raya. Saliba. Now Partey in a bit of space. Back to Gabriel. Now William Saliba. Back to David Raya. Eyeing up the long ball. Does go long, David Raya, but too much to try and find Trossard on that left flank. And that will run for a Manchester United goal, or throw in, sorry. Pressure at the back there. Garnacho played it back to Onana, and Onana had to force it away, but it's actually worked out for United as McTominay now lays it off to Ahmad. Ahmad on the run here. Ahmad still going, trying to turn them inside out. Goes down, but the referee waves at nothing. Says nothing to do that. And Arsenal clear it away. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Ahmad stayed down. Menu. We'll put that one on a play and allow Ahmad to receive a bit of treatment for the moment. Don't think there's a penalty in that. Just see it again. Ahmad running through. Nah, there's nothing in that. Thomas Partey was already on the floor and he just stepped on him. Did Ahmad, and he felt the contact and went down, and it's not foul. Quickly checked by the VAR. Just seeing it again. It's Thomas Partey. He's already on the floor. Kind of slides, but he's already on the floor. And Ahmad just runs into him. It's not foul. There's nothing in that. For me, not enough for a penalty. There's a short break here. While there is a stoppage in the game, the players will just get a bit of a drink. Getting preparations for the Euros. Bit of a summer tournament game this, with the hot temperatures. Well, Arsenal, if they win today, will complete a league double over Man United for the first time since 2006-2007. And they could also win 3 straight matches against United for the first time since achieving the feat between November 1997 and September 1998. As Ahmad back to his feet. He's receiving a bit of treatment, and the assistant referee there just telling Ahmad that the penalty was checked, or there was a check for a penalty and it's been cleared. So there's nothing in that. Just telling that to the Man United player. So we're back on the way then. Final 6 minutes or so of the first half here at Old Trafford. Man United 0, Arsenal 1, and Arsenal might feel that they should have a bit more than just a 1-goal lead. And I don't know if they have created the chances for it, but the way they've played and the opportunities they've had to try and threaten maybe should mean they have more, but nonetheless they've given it away cheaply there, Arsenal. McTominay, and it's well tracked back by Saka, and then Partey tried to get it back to his keeper, but a bit panicky again there from Arsenal. Not composed at all. And Raya has to scramble to save it, but he can't, and it will be a Man United corner. So corner for United on the left-hand side. Right-footed in, swinging corner. It's towards Scott McTominay, but there will be a foul in there, and a free kick will go Arsenal's way. I'm trying to take that free kick quickly. Man United have had 7 shots, more shots than Arsenal, but none of them on target, which is the worry for them. Not finding or testing David Raya as of yet. Don't forget, another game on the way for you shortly, or tomorrow, sorry, not shortly. I'm not doing 4 games in one day. Do not. There's no other, well, there might be enough money in the world, but not today. Not today. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock on LFS, we will have another Premier League game, the final Premier League game of the penultimate weekend of the season. We're at Villa Park for Aston Villa's final home game of the season, as Aston Villa take on Liverpool tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Here's Garnacho driving through. Run out of space. As now Arsenal look to go on up the other end. Saka, ball in behind, try to squeeze in Havertz, but Well covered over by Evans. Amrabat does well there. Now Casemiro to Wan-Bissaka. We actually have Premier League football in midweek as well. We're back here on Wednesday night for Man United Newcastle here at Old Trafford. On Wednesday night we have Tottenham Man City, of course, on Tuesday. Those catch-up games that were postponed earlier in the season. Casemiro, ball forward. Højlund brought it down. Ahmad now controlled it. Wan-Bissaka. Back across it comes to Johnny Evans. Ahmad, switch ball out to the left. That's a lovely ball by Ahmad. Brought down by Garnacho. Now up against White. Alejandro Garnacho gets to the byline, looks to play it across. Raya came for it. McTominay gets it, or tried to keep it alive, and it's scrambled away by Saka. Much better from Manchester United. These last couple of minutes of this first half, they're in the ascendancy. Amrabat. Dalot to Mainu. And Scotland says, come on, Manchester United in the chat. Here's Evans. Casemiro with the ball over the top. And Dalot had made the run, but White made sure that he couldn't get there, and it goes out for a goal kick. Seeing that, Garnacho with a lovely run. The ball from Ahmad initially is fantastic, and then take down from Garnacho, and then just a run along the byline, take on Ben White, not afraid to beat past him and get into that area. Really nice football. Raya to take the goal kick. Goes. First header won by United. Partey brings it down in the midfield for Arsenal as Gabriel goes long and come clattering in. There was Havertz, I believe it was, and that's a foul and a free kick to Man United. But there is a man down here for Arsenal at the moment, and it's William Saliba. Yeah, Højlund just kind of a slight nudge in the back. It's the way he landed, I think, on there. Saliba has him in pain. He's back to his feet, and he's okay to continue, so he is fine. William Saliba, I'm sure, the relief of Arsenal fans. Of course. Onana goes long. And that one will bounce all the way out for an Arsenal throw. In their own half. Tomiyasu there. We'll take it. I don't think Erik ten Hag can be too disappointed with his side. Ultimately over the first half. They've shown promise. And they've shown a want to try and score. And there will be 3 added minutes at the end of this first half. And the fact that the lead of Arsenal is only 1 goal will also play into the hands of United, that it only takes 1 moment to get back into the game. It's good from Arsenal, though, to win that ball back as Man United were playing through, and Saka beating off the ball. Amrabat now. As Højlund got himself in a real muddle, and William Saliba has it covered. Clears it away, but good pressure by Højlund, applauded by the home crowd. As they get a throw in. Amrabat. Now Mainu. Out to the left to Dalot. Cuts it back to Mainu. Mainu with a cross in. And Raya to gather. Throw in down the right hand side for Arsenal. Ben White to take. Last minute of the first half. Man down there for Arsenal from that throw in, but Man United have the ball. Here's Ahmad. Through the lines it goes to Amrabat. Bodies forward. Amrabat's cross. Finds Garnacho. Can't find the space to shoot. That shot was blocked by Ben White. Last 30 seconds of the half. Evans. To Dalot, who goes all the way back to Onana. Nana. Evans to Garnacho. Dalot under pressure. Did well to keep the ball. Casemiro now. And there's the half-time whistle. Paul Tierney calls to an end the first half, where Arsenal have been the better side and do have the lead, but Man United certainly not allowing them to completely control this game. And Arsenal have work to do, but they do have a lead that would take them back top of the Premier League table by this evening. Half time at Old Trafford. It is Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1.
Catch me if I fall. I'll put you in a grade 6 feet like Kenny. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
Welcome back to Premier League Live. Half time. It is 0-1. 1-0 to Arsenal at half time between Manchester United and the Gunners. And Arsenal at the moment will be heading back top of the Premier League table as it stands, with that 1-goal lead from Leandro Trossard's goal. We're already seeing some big results this weekend in the Premier League. We round off tomorrow between Aston Villa and Liverpool on the penultimate weekend of the season. Our penultimate split weekend, our final split weekend of the season, of course. All 10 games live on the final day next Sunday, the 19th of May, here on LFS. 4 o'clock kickoff. We're live from 3:30 to build up to it all, so do join us next Sunday afternoon. Right, round up the scores then for you from this weekend's games already. Man City 4-0 winners away at Fulham yesterday. That took them back top of the table at least until today. Brentford left it late to win away at Bournemouth by 2-1. Everton 1-0 winners against Sheffield United, their 5th successive home victory, keeping clean sheets in all 5 of those home games. Newcastle 1, Brighton 1. Keeps the pressure on Newcastle in that race for European football. Tottenham 2, Burnley 1. Tottenham keep their hopes of Champions League football alive and relegated Burnley yesterday with that result. West Ham 3-1 winners against Luton. Luton led that game, but West Ham came back to win in David Moyes' final home game in charge. Luton not quite relegated yet, though. Crystal Palace 3-1 winners away at Wolves, and their incredible run of form continues. 6 games unbeaten now, 5 wins out of the last 6. That's 16 points out of the last 18 available. Incredible for Oliver Glasner's Crystal Palace. And a late bit of drama last night between Nottingham Forest and Chelsea, where Nottingham Forest went 1-0 down, levelled the game, then took the lead in the second half before Chelsea won it all back again. 2 late goals from Raheem Sterling and Nicholas Jackson sealed the 3 points for Chelsea, and they go level on points with Newcastle for those European spots. And at half-time, Man United 0, Arsenal 1. Let's show you the live table then. This is the way we stand at half-time at Old Trafford, and after all the other 8 results already confirmed from this weekend's Premier League fixtures. So Arsenal lead the way then, as it stands, with them winning for the 27th time of the season at half-time. It is their 27th win in match 37. 89 goals. 86 points as it stands. Manchester City on 85 points. They have that game in hand over Arsenal, of course. Liverpool in third on 78, and Aston Villa on 67 in fourth. They play each other tomorrow night. Tottenham, if Villa win tomorrow night, Tottenham will have no chance of Champions League football, because that will be secured by Villa with 1 more win. They only need is 3 more points, and they will be in the Champions League next season, because Spurs can only get to 69, so 70 points would be enough for Villa. Spurs hoping that Liverpool do the business and beat Villa tomorrow to keep their pressure on them and give them a chance at Champions League football. They're on 63. Newcastle on 57. After Chelsea's win last night against Forest, they're also on 57, and Man United losing at the moment, they're on 54. West Ham on 52, and Brighton on 48 make up the top half. Into the bottom half, as we go down there we are. Bournemouth are at the top of the bottom, they're on 48, they're only behind 10th place Brighton on goal difference. Crystal Palace in 12th on 46, Wolves on 46, all can make the top half on the final day if results go their way. Fulham, they can't make the top half anymore, but they are going to get a decent return, and they're on 44 and 14th. Everton on 40, Brentford on 39 make up the other teams. Nottingham Forest all but safe, as you can see, they're on 29 points after defeat to Chelsea last night, but Luton also beaten means they're on 26, which means the only way Luton can be safe is a miracle on the final day of a 13-goal swing and a win for Luton and a Nottingham Forest loss. That is the only way that they can stay up, but is all but confirmed for Luton. Burnley and Sheffield United already relegated. And we know which team, we know 2 of the 3 teams that are going to join us next season. Leicester and Ipswich are going to be joining the Premier League once again. Ipswich first time since 2002, and Leicester, who were relegated at the end of last season, so they'll be coming straight back up as champions of the Championship. Incredible. Right, still a bit to go before the second half gets underway. Let's just run you through the stats of that first half then. And interestingly, not as dominant as you would have expected from Arsenal from that first half. 55% of the ball to Arsenal's 45% for Manchester United. Man United 8 shots, none on target. Arsenal 5 shots, 2 on target. So Arsenal having less of the shots, but better accuracy with their chances. 3 corners for United, 2 for Arsenal. Arsenal have had 1 big chance, which they've taken. Man United have had more passes as well, 270 passes to 220 for Arsenal. 84% accuracy from both teams. So surely improvement is still needed from Arsenal. They've been slightly the better team, but Man United have been competitive on all fronts since they opened the scoring. Arsenal. XG as well. Arsenal better off 0.98 for Arsenal, near 0.44 for Manchester United. on that front. Let's just then, while we're awaiting the second half, let's just run you through what we've got coming up in this week then, and right up until the end of the season. I'll run you right the way through. So tomorrow, as I mentioned, Aston Villa take on Liverpool tomorrow, 8 o'clock kick-off in the Premier League. Tuesday night, we have that catch-up game between Tottenham and Man City. Can Tottenham get top four? Will Man City get another win that could almost give them the title heading into the final day? City looking for another victory on Tuesday night on the road at Tottenham, where it's been tough for them before. Man United take on Newcastle on Wednesday night here at Old Trafford. And that catch-up game, can United get the benefit and try and get as much as they can out of their game for European football? Chelsea also in action away at Brighton on Wednesday night. We'll keep an eye on that one for you as well. On Thursday, the return leg of Leeds against Norwich in the Championship playoff semi-final. It was 0-0 from the first leg that we watched earlier this afternoon. That's 8 o'clock on Thursday. 8 o'clock on Friday, Southampton take on West Brom in the return leg of their semi-final. The second leg of that one after a 0-0 draw earlier this afternoon. The final day of the Premier League on Sunday the 19th, this Sunday, a week today. We will have for you 4 o'clock kickoffs. 3:30 will be live from there. Then on Wednesday the 22nd, we will have the 2024 Europa League final between Bayer Leverkusen and Atalanta in Dublin. Then on Saturday the 25th of May, we will have Cup final day. The FA Cup final between City and United, and Celtic Rangers as well in the Scottish Cup final, both kicking off at the same time on Saturday the 25th. Sunday the 26th is the Championship playoff final, and then on June the 1st, Saturday June the 1st, we will have the final game of the domestic season, the club season, and it will be the Champions League final between Borussia Dortmund and Real Madrid in London at Wembley. So that is all to come for the rest of our season. And then we'll have Euro 2024 for you, which starts on June the 14th. And we'll inform you of all of that and what we've got coming up from that in due course. That will be on our adverts this week, starting on Monday. So a lot still to come in this season, but we're coming towards the final end. We're coming towards the bitter end of the season and the crunch point. Who will lift the title? Who will be relegated? Who will get Champions League? Who will get European football? Who will be joining us next season from the playoffs? Who will be European champions? Who will win the FA Cup? And who will be crowned Europa League winners for 2024? All of that and more till the end of the season. Right, second half from Old Trafford on the way very shortly. Do not go anywhere.
Catch me if I fall. I'll put you in a grade 6 feet like Kenny. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. If you try, you just might get a little bit
Welcome back to Premier League Live. Half time at Old Trafford, it's Man United 0, Arsenal 1. At the break, the second half on the way in just a moment. But don't forget, tomorrow, 8 o'clock, we're at Villa Park for Aston Villa's final home game of the season and Jurgen Klopp's penultimate game in charge of Liverpool. That's tomorrow, 8 o'clock, as Aston Villa take on Liverpool at Villa Park. Great. Right, second half on the way next.
Catch me if I fall.
Welcome back to Premier League Live then. Second half on the way in just a moment because the players back out on the pitch, ready to go for another 45 minutes here at Old Trafford. Another 45 minutes where Manchester United trail once again. But Arsenal, no, it's not their lead. Their lead is not as convincing as what they would like it to be, and they have 45 minutes to try and figure that out. As Man United, of course, kicking towards the Stretford end in the second half. And if Man United are going to they would almost gift the title to Manchester City. If Arsenal were to be beaten here today, it would see Arsenal 2 points behind City and City with a chance to win it away at Tottenham in midweek on Tuesday night. But we want it to go down to the final day. That's what we want. We always love a final day drama in the Premier League title race. We've seen a couple of them. Didn't see one last year, did see it the year before. 21-22 season. 22-23, the title was done by this point. But Arsenal still in there, still in with a chance. Very much so. With a win, they take themselves back top of the table. Saka there, wins the throw-in. Of course, Arsenal can only get 89 points this season. Manchester City can still get 91. So Arsenal are going to need even a draw in one of their final two games for Manchester City would be enough if Arsenal win this one and their final day fixture. A draw either away to Tottenham or at home to West Ham on the final day for Manchester City would be enough because Arsenal have the better goal difference, which would mean that Arsenal would win the title. City win their two games. There's nothing that Arsenal can do about that. So Arsenal do need Man City to slip up at one point before the end of the campaign, which by now the games are certainly running out for that to happen. And it doesn't look like Manchester City are dropping. But you never know. There's always room for a freak game, a crazy moment. Man City's recent form at Spurs would kind of certainly not one to be confident about going there tomorrow. Man United defending back there through Ahmad. Mainu and hits it off Trossard and gets the goal kick there, Kobe Mainu. Smart play. Garnacho tracking back, helping out United to play out. It's Dalot. Down the line it goes. Dalot infield to McTominay. Closed down there as Arsenal win it back, but only momentarily as Mainu has it now. Here is Dalot. Gets past Saka and Dalot keeps it in play. And here comes Diogo Dalot. Looking for the cut back into the box. And a slap at the back. Oh, Saliba. Genuinely, I'm not too convinced about Thomas Partey here, really. If I was Mikel Arteta, I would get Jorginho in. This midfield for Arsenal, for me, they're not composed. They're really kind of panicky in moments. And when Jorginho's in the side, it's calm. It's relaxed. I mean, we saw Jorginho sign a new contract in midweek at Arsenal, of course, so he won't be going anywhere anytime soon. But I just feel that Jorginho just gives Arsenal that extra calmness, that settle nature in midfield. I think Partey in there, it's still a bit panicky. I think that could be the difference. They look a bit more settled, Arsenal. They might demoralise Manchester United and make them feel that they can't get anything. But with this openness and this panicky business in the midfield, it gives Man United a bit of hope. Here's Mainu. Ahmad. Now to Diogo Dalot. Now to Garnacho on the left-hand side. Up against Ben White. Garnacho puts the cross in. And it comes all the way through. As Trossard could try and clear it away, it will go out for a goal kick. You're just seeing that cross again. Højlund and McTominay were over it, or were in there, but neither of them were attacking it with any real conviction. Raya, well out of his goal here, David Raya, up the line it goes. Havertz with a header on, but nothing to gain from that there, Arsenal. Well, Arsenal's last win here was back in November 2020. You know, 1-0 victory. So Ahmad plays the ball behind Wan-Bissaka. Back it comes. Here is Ahmad down the right. Chops in field. Can't find the gap as Rice blocks that one off. And Havertz to get Arsenal forward. Partey. Too quick to go back there, Thomas Partey. As Raya knocks it long. Partey brings it down. Nice ball. Finds Odegaard. Now Havertz in space. Back to Odegaard. There's a gap here for Odegaard to try and penetrate. Does square it across to Trossard on the left-hand side. He's got Tomiyasu on the overlap. Trossard with a deep cross. And the wrong option there, surely. Because Havertz was nowhere near getting that one. Quite poor, that. From Arsenal. Well, that win, a 1-0 win the last time they won here, Arsenal, was Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's penalty that won it for Arsenal on that occasion. The last win before that was in an FA Cup win back in March of 2015. Arsenal have very sparing wins at this ground. I spoke about it. They've won by 1-0 on the last two occasions they've won in the Premier League. They won 1-0 back in September 2006 as well, which was one of their only wins. That is 3 wins in 22 years at Old Trafford for Manchester, or for Arsenal. Amrabat with a poor pass there. Away from home, Arsenal. Certainly not bad form in the Premier League. Their last away defeat was back in December of 2023. Obviously, haven't lost away from home in 2024. 7 wins and 1 draw of their 8 away games this calendar year. That draw away at Manchester City, the only blemish to that run. Wins away at Forest, West Ham, Burnley, Sheffield United, Brighton, Wolves, Tottenham, and Man United, their next opponents who they're currently winning against. Actually, that last defeat was actually a 3-game winless run away from home that Arsenal went on. They lost away to Villa, then drew away to Liverpool, and then lost away to Fulham in that run. Before they would have gone on this 8-game unbeaten run away from home. Man United at home in the league, they've gone unbeaten in the last 4 home games. Draws with Burnley and Liverpool and wins over Sheffield United and Everton. They were beaten here against Fulham at the end of February. But that is their only home defeat of 2024. They've only played 7 home games in 2024, Manchester United at Old Trafford, which I find quite shocking. That's crazy. Here's Bukayo Saka. Lovely work from Odegaard to break past his man. Finds Saka now. To White. White in the box. Squares it across. The shot from Rice blocked. Has another one. Lays it off to Trossard. Trossard in the box trying to squeeze it through. Saka couldn't reach it. That's better from Arsenal. Much more Arsenal-like, that. Much better. Man United getting it away. Just in the nick of time. Odegaard. White to Partey. 10 minutes gone in this second half, and Arsenal starting to turn the screw a bit. Partey. Down the right flank it comes to Saka. Up against Dalot. Chops inside. Finds Trossard. Trossard couldn't find any of his teammates. The press from Arsenal wins it back through White. Saka. Round the corner it comes. White wide. Saka will just keep it with him. And Kobe Mainoo will tackle Saka, but can only put it behind for the Arsenal corner. Much better from Arsenal. Up the tempo and starting to ask questions now of Man United. So Saka to take this corner. Right hand side. A second goal will be huge for the Gunners. Saka with the left boot. Whips it in. Headed on the front post, but again over the bar. Hit the roof of the net there. It was William Saliba with the header that time. Gabriel had a similar one in the first half, where he headed onto the roof of the net, but Arteta, surely not the kind of vision of calmness. Can't blame him. Here's a nice break for Garnacho. Down the left-hand side. Garnacho still going. Good block by Saliba. Really good challenge. A nice Saka. Down the right to Havertz. And he does win the throw in there, Kai Havertz. Just seeing it there. Lovely run by Garnacho. White trying to chase him back, and Saliba just calm as you like. Gets it with a left boot and takes it away from Alejandro Garnacho there. Quite convincingly. Well, despite our Man United's troubles, their home form isn't the worst. It's not great, but it's not the worst. This will be only their 6th defeat at home this season. They've lost 5, drawn 3, and won 9 of their previous 17 home games. This, of course, isn't their last home game of the season, of course. Newcastle at home on Wednesday night is their final home game. It's Arsenal's last away game of the season, and they hold the record. If they win here this afternoon, they will have the best away record in the league. 13 wins out of 19 away games. Man City have 13 and 18 away games. And Man City have the most points in away games heading into this one. 41 points picked up away from home. Arsenal would go on to 42 if they win this. Dennis says, come on, Manchester, let's do it. Even one goal. One goal would level the game for United because Arsenal haven't managed to get that second. As I said, the last 2 times they won here in the league, they won by 1-0, Arsenal, so could it be a bit of a good omen? But it is only 1-0. Saka there, battling, and ends up giving away the foul to Johnny Evans. As he pushed him off the pitch there. Evans, back to Onana. Up the middle it goes. Look at that ball. Nice ball to Kobe Mainoo, who can break forward here for Manchester United. Rice couldn't get to him. Here's Ahmad on the right. Ahmad around the corner to Wan-Bissaka. Man United stopped in their tracks. Back to Ahmad again. Going to cross it right to the left-hand side to find Garnacho. He has been a real threat to him. Garnacho! The shot is not good at all. High and wide, but the gap, the space opened up. It was a gaping hole at the edge of the Arsenal 18-yard box, and Garnacho had the freedom of the whole country to try and find that shot. He just curled it high and wide. It was a huge opportunity gone a-begging for Manchester United there. They're still yet to have a shot on target, by the way. But the crowd still behind them. And supporting. It's a nice break of the ball, and here they come forward, United. Dalot. Now Garnacho. He just lost his footing there, Alejandro Garnacho, and that will run for a goal kick. The home crowd are certainly making their voices heard and trying to cheer on their team. They know that they're not dead and buried, and there's still hope to be felt in this game. And Mikel Arteta knows. You can see the nerves on his face. That 1-goal leads are never secure. No matter how good your defence is, and even in this ground, you're not secure even when you think you are. That's why that second goal for Arsenal is so important. Just to give them a bit of breathing room, to take the pressure off and maybe take a bit of belief away from Manchester United. But saying that it is still 1-0, Man United are right to believe and right to hope and right to fight for it. Still very much in this game. Still within a shout of getting something. Here's Amrabat. Down the right-hand side. It goes to Wan-Bissaka. Flicks it back to Ahmad now. Mainoo. To Evans, back to Kobe Mainoo. Amrabat down the right hand side. Back it comes through the middle line of Mainoo. Gets away from Odegaard. Now finds Ahmad. Body's in the box. Ahmad can't find anywhere to go. Back it comes, and the cross low, but half cleared by Partey. Garnacho onto it. Now finds Dalot. Dalot with a cross. Brought down by Saliba, and Saka to clear it. United growing in confidence and growing in control of this. Here's Garnacho down the left-hand side to come straight back at the Arsenal defence. As White and Saka on the cover to help out his full-back And Saka trying to clear it away, but again, no white ball for Arsenal at the minute. Havertz has been well marshalled, and they need to get something, to try something different here, Arsenal. Because they're allowing Man United to get onto the ball and give themselves hope. They can get something as Rice gets the break of the ball. Good challenge. Here's Trossard. Tomiyasu, and now out to Trossard again. He has space to break down that left-hand side. Here is Leandro Trossard up against Wan-Bissaka. He's left him for dead. Wan-Bissaka. Here's Ødegaard. Ødegaard! Shot straight at the keeper. Lovely from Trossard. He left Wan-Bissaka for dead down that side. And Trossard squares it across. Havertz flicks it onto Ødegaard. Ødegaard takes it onto his left boot. Just cuts back across and tries to find the corner, but far too close to the keeper. Andre Onana, who gathered pretty easily there. White wins it back though. Arsenal maybe getting back to it. Saka. Trossard now. Trossard back to Saka. Try and find Saka. It's just headed away by Evans. And Dalot can now spread it out. Brought down nicely by Mainu, but that's the pawn by Gabriel, who plays it straight to Wan-Bissaka. And now McTominay. Down the left-hand side it comes to Garnacho. Runners flying forward for United. Here's Garnacho. Cross comes in all the way through, and McTominay was diving at it, but it just overreached him, and Ahmad couldn't keep it in at the other end. So it will be a throw into Arsenal on the far right. McTominay's on the floor. They're throwing everything at this Man United. They're trying. Certainly trying. McTominay. Bit of pain there. I'm just seeing the replay of the first goal from Leandro Trossard, which is the difference. Maybe an individual error in Casemiro not stepping up to play him offside, and that which leads to the goal. And they're going to make a change here, Arsenal. The goal scorer Trossard is coming off, and Gabriel Martinelli is coming on in his replacement. So Martinelli on the left flank now for Arsenal. Fresh legs. Tomiyasu finds Martinelli, Havertz, the first time. Will be a throw in to Arsenal on the left-hand side once again. Less than 25 minutes to go, and Arsenal still lead by a goal to nil, which, as it stands, would put them top of the Premier League table. At the moment, still not a certainty, this victory. Very much so. Dennis in the chat says substitution Eric time for Rashford. Well, Rashford's not in the squad, unfortunately, for Manchester United. Otherwise, I'm sure Erik ten Hag would love to put him onto the pitch to try and help them out, because maybe they need that bright spark. Although Garnacho's been that spark down the left-hand side. Here he goes again. Now Dalot. Back it comes to Amrabat. To Evans. Across to Casemiro. Casemiro. The shot was a good attempt, but straight at David Raya. Quarter of this game to go. Rice switching it out into the right hand side, brought down by Saka. Dalot in close proximity. Here is Saka. Amrabat over to help, and Saka looking for the cross, blocked by Dalot. Will be a Arsenal corner. Dennis says Rashford is not in the squad. Yeah, not in the squad. Out injured, of course, with an injury, was confirmed on Monday night. Him and Bruno Fernandes weren't in the squad on Monday night for the Palace game, and still not available here this afternoon. Actually, I got a glimpse earlier. There was a shot that showed Bruno Fernandes in the crowd this afternoon. Change for Manchester United, and Ahmad is going to be coming off. He's been one of their bright sparks today, Manchester United, Ahmad. And it's going to be Anthony that's going to be coming on. So, Ahmad off and Anthony on. Ahmad seems in a bit of pain. Maybe it's just because he's run like a madman for 69 minutes. And he'll be applauded off the pitch here, Ahmad. 21 years old. This was just his 7th appearance this season. This is his first start this season in this game, Ahmad. And he played well for the 65 or 67 minutes he played. Corner for Arsenal, right hand side. As I've said, a second goal will be huge. The corner taken short. Saka. Rice. Out wide it goes to Ødegaard. There's bodies at the back post there. Ødegaard trying to stretch for it. Saka. Then Amrabat there winning it back, and Arsenal made an absolute mess of that corner. And Saka has to put it in the Senegal foul because half of the Arsenal players were up the pitch. And he's going to get a yellow card there, Bukayo Saka. But Arsenal made a real mess of that corner completely. I don't know what they're trying to do. I think they confused themselves what they were trying to do there. It's a good foul to win from Sofiane Amrabat. Good foul to give away from Bukayo Saka, and a good yellow card to get because half your team are up the pitch. Evans with a long ball. Amrabat brought it down. Dalot. Into the final 20 minutes. Still, just that one goal that separates the two teams. Rice. Out to Martinelli. As Amrabat carries it out for the throw to Arsenal. White through the lines, and there's a mistake there, and look at the bodies here. Here's Anthony to win it back. Anthony coming forward. Anthony, a pretty tame effort there for Manchester United. Well won back, but Arsenal a bit complacent there. This is where they need to be wary. Do you think Arsenal needs another change or two? Just look, it's just not right at the moment. Man United are getting more joy, and if Arsenal want to, if they can't get a second, they want to make sure they don't lose that one goal lead that they have, then I think maybe a couple more changes, some fresh legs to just see them out will be a massive help. So Arsenal get the throw, left hand side, and Erik ten Hag in conversation with his coaching staff to figure out what they can do. Final moments. A break of the ball there for Mainu, who rides a challenge. Lost out there to Martinelli, but rolls it back to Mainu. And now here comes Anthony down the right hand side. Back to Mainu. Amrabat, who will shoot. That's one blocked. And Tomiyasu will clear. Chested by Havertz, but easily covered by Casemiro. Johnny Evans' long ball goes all the way through to David Raya, the Arsenal goal. 16.5 minutes to go. Man United 0, Arsenal 1. Still time. Anything to happen. Ben White there, loses the ball. Amrabat. Now to Mainu. Through the middle is McTominay. He's been a bit quiet in the second half, McTominay, to be honest. Dalot. Out to the left is Garnacho. Bricks past Ben White. Had him on toast again. Garnacho, look with a cross, but cleared away by William Saliba. And Man United are going to make another substitution. It's Willy Camboala is coming on. And Johnny Evans is coming off. So a change at centre-back for Manchester United. Just receiving a message, or giving a message there to Casemiro. Whatever that is. There's a foul there on Tomiyasu by Anthony. So a free kick for Arsenal. 15 minutes to go. The clock is ticking down. But it hasn't alleviated the nerves of Mikel Arteta, who's been looked pretty he's looked pretty nervous for the last 20 minutes or so. Long ball forward from Raya. Again, Man United battling well. Arsenal just lost that physical edge in the last couple of minutes. Last 10 minutes or so. That's what I mean by they need fresh legs. They need someone to be physical, someone to battle. That's where I think they're gone a bit weak, but it's not the end of the world. Tomiyasu to take this through. That's why a second goal will be so crucial for them. Camboala was strong in defence there as Havertz was put to the floor. He felt it was fouled, Kai Havertz, but the referee didn't agree. Here's Amrabat. Tried to play it across, not on the same page at all with Dalot, and Saka's picked it up. But he's passed it off straight, giving it away. It's catching. Here's McTominay, look at this run. Scott McTominay charging forward. Now plays Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho! Hits the outside of the netting. So close, but yet so far. Again, silly mistakes. I mean, Man United give away initially, which is a mistake, but Arsenal just lacks. I mean, Saka just spraying it out somewhere, and he just gives it away, and Man United counter beautifully. And Garnacho just tries to go for the near post and hits the outside netting, but the Arsenal fans certainly not singing as they were earlier. They're not as comfortable as they were earlier. Saliba. Oh, it's catching, really it is. Almost got caught out there, William Saliba. Had to go back to David Raya. Really not convincing at all. Ball down the left-hand side from Odegaard. Martinelli on the run, up against Wan-Bissaka. This is the chance. Martinelli has the shot. What a save. Great save by Onana. Palm behind for the corner, but that was better from Arsenal. Nice ball by Odegaard, and Martinelli breaks down the left, and Wan-Bissaka doesn't know whether to come or not, and he just gets totally muddled. And they do not engage in time, Manchester United, and that one is palmed over the bar by Onana for the corner. In this corner, surely they've got to put this into the box. They're not going to go short from this, are they? Saka, his body's at the back post again. About 5 of them. Mostly defenders. For Arsenal, Saka to take the corner. Left-footed, whipped it in. Headed up into the air by United. Brought down by Rice. Back it comes to Saka. Get another shot at it. Saka not going to cross it the first time. Gets past Amrabat, gets to the byline, looking for the block. And the break of the ball goes Andre Onana's way as he catches. And tries to send Man United on their way. But Arsenal flooding the bodies back. Trying to cover the spaces as Garnacho beats past Odegaard's challenge. Garnacho going himself here. Alejandro Garnacho, and the cross, the cutback comes back off Ben White. And will be a Man United corner. End to end at the moment. Bukayo Saka is on the other side of the pitch, right behind that Man United goal. Whatever's happened there, he's just receiving treatment at the moment, Saka. So Arsenal down to 10 for the moment. 10 minutes to go. Corner whipped in by Garnacho. Not cleared away, but the space broken into here. And a good challenge by Wan-Bissaka. Rice. And now Havertz and Martinelli on the run. In behind. Onana's not coming for it. The flag stayed down, as Martinelli will try and find a way out into the right hand side, over to the corner flag, and will get a corner off Dalot. Saka's back to his feet and he's back on the pitch. Wow. Frantic end to this one. Saka's gone down here on the pitch. It certainly isn't a popular decision. And he's going to come off here, Bukayo Saka, because Gabriel Jesus is coming on, I think. He is. And Saka's coming off. So Saka, he just went down there. It's not much other than he's going to come off. Yeah, he kind of just, in the battle with McTominay, he kind of falls over Saka as the ball's gone out of play, and then he just kind of rolls all the way down the pitch, down the side. And it's kind of that slope. You can see that slope at Old Trafford where it kind of dips at all edges, and he falls down that slope, and that's what could hurt him. There, as Gabriel Jesus is on in his place for the last 9-10 minutes or so. Will be another Arsenal corner though. And Saka is taking all of those corners on the right hand side, not on the pitch anymore. And Odegaard is the one to take this corner on the right hand side. Goal here would do it. Man United have held on before, have held on for quite a long time. Odegaard with a left footed delivery, headed on, and somehow it's not gone in. Wow. Still alive though. Here's Rice. Bodies in and around the box. Look at that. Rice with a strike. And the shot saved by Onana, palmed behind for the corner. Why did that not go in the first time? Rice with a lovely strike. Havertz just ducks at the last second to get out of the way of it. Couldn't see how the corner didn't go in the first time. And they have another one. Odegaard again from the corner. Left footed. Deep. Into the box it goes. Not fully cleared away. Jesus keeps it alive. Cleared away by McTominay. Battling a Saliba. And he'll just clear it out. Anywhere will do. And go out for the throw. To Man United on the right hand side. Oh, their left hand side. Yeah. I was just saying the corner. I said, how did it not go in? It was Wan-Bissaka actually flicked it on at the front post to his own goal, and then his keeper dived across to get it away. I was wondering how it didn't end up in the back of the net. It looked a strange one. That's how it happens. 6.5 minutes of the 90 to go. Man United 0, Arsenal 1. Certainly not convincing from the Gunners. Amrabat. McTominay. Right wide it comes. Anthony now. Wan-Bissaka. To Kambwala. Amrabat back to Willie Kambwala. Casemiro. That's the 15th centre-back partnership of the season, surely. Just realised that. Dalot. Now Casemiro. And United throwing bodies up there. Wan-Bissaka. Amrabat. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Mainu to Anthony. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Man United keeping it in and around the box. Here's Mainu. His body's in there. Can they feed it in? They try and go low. And it's cleared away by Gabriel there. Needed to probably cross that one in. He just went low with the cross. They need to whip it. Get a bit of height behind it. Good challenge there by Arsenal as they win it back, and now Ben White has it. But there is a clash of heads, so we will stop the game for the moment. Mainu and Tomiyasu. Don't know if it is a clash of heads, just a clash. But one of each has gone down. Tomiyasu down, and Mainu at the moment. One seemingly come off the worst of the two of that challenge. It's a good challenge by Tomiyasu. It's not a clash of heads, just a collision between the two players. Maybe a knock of knees, maybe. And Kobe Mainu seemingly the worst off of the two. There's Tomiyasu there. Back to his feet. It's clouded over at Old Trafford. The sunny skies have disappeared. And this is a problem for Manchester United because Kobe Mainu is still down. So they're going to make a triple change incoming. There's going to be some youngsters coming on. It's raining. It's raining. Only in Manchester. On one of the warmest days of the year. One of the best days of the year would it be bloody raining in Manchester. Wow. There we are. Rain. Goodness me. There we are. Amrabat is coming off. He's going to be replaced by Christian Eriksen. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is also coming off. He's going to be replaced by Amari Forson. And this third change is going to be Rasmus Højlund is going to come off, and Ethan Wheatley is coming on. So Eriksen, Wheatley and Forson on. There we are. And there's the confirmation. And Højlund, Amrabat, and Mainu off. Wan-Bissaka off, sorry. Mainu's not off, actually. Which is not what we expected. He's back to his feet. He's okay, Kobe Mainu. In the end. So that initial concern about him. He's okay to continue. At least for the last couple of minutes here. Onana. Goes long. Flicked on. Wheatley on the chase, but Dalot was offside, so comes to nothing. Don't forget, more Premier League football for you tomorrow night. Monday Night Football. Aston Villa take on Liverpool at Villa Park for our penultimate Monday night game of the season. and Liverpool's penultimate game of the season, as with Jurgen Klopp as their manager. And Aston Villa, if they win tomorrow night, they can secure Champions League football for next season. It would be a great achievement for Aston Villa after they were put out of the Europa Conference League by Olympiacos on Thursday night. We'll have Champions League football, surely. Seems very likely. Very unlikely that Spurs will have Champions League football next season, but it's not out of the question. Here's Odegaard, a chance here. Rice in the box, squared across, a scramble. Cannot get it. Oh my goodness me, it's cleared away somehow. Another golden opportunity. But Arsenal just not able to get that second goal for love nor money. Here's Jesus, and it's a goal kick. Last touch off Gabriel Jesus, so goal kick to Manchester United. And last minute of the 90. Time is certainly running out for Man United if they want to get an equaliser. And the clock certainly going in the right direction for Arsenal at this moment, who haven't been convincing in front of goal. Still have that one goal lead that would take them back top of the Premier League table. Anthony on the left hand side. Garnacho. Man United flooding bodies forward. It's Casemiro. Campuala. The referee was going to give advantage here, but there is a stoppage. Garnacho went down. And we will have 6 added minutes then at the end of this 90. 6 more to go. So 6 more minutes for United to try and conjure up an equaliser, and for Arsenal to cling on to their 1 goal lead. Certainly not as convincing as Manchester City away at Fulham yesterday. They all count. They're all add up to 3 points at the end of the day. And that's all that matters for Arsenal here at this moment. 3 points. These next 6 minutes could decide their season. As the cross comes in, and David Raya gathers. These next 5 minutes now can decide their season. They do not win this, and a draw could mean that Manchester City could be crowned champions on Tuesday night. A draw would be not enough. Only a win would be enough to keep Arsenal above City. Ahead of that game, a draw and a win for City would have City 4 points ahead of Arsenal heading into the final day on the same number of games. But Arsenal, with a win, would still be a point ahead of them, and City would need to respond on Tuesday night. So Arsenal going to make double substitution, and the heavens have absolutely opened here somehow. Double change incoming then. It's going to be Thomas Partey and Martin Odegaard that are going to come off. And coming on in their replacements are Jorginho and Jakub Kiwior. So an extra midfielder and a defender to come on to help Arsenal see this one out. It's a 5-4-1 for the last 4 minutes for the Gunners. Certainly not confident enough to not do that. They've won the ball back there. They're not in a hurry to get it forward. Or Arsenal will ping it forward now. And look at the run. This is Jesus. That was a good idea, but did not work. And Arsenal lose the ball again. 3 minutes to go. Garnacho, and this is going to be the longest 3 minutes of their lives. Here's Garnacho with a shot. Just wide of the left post. He wanted a free kick, but I don't think that's a foul. Yeah. There's nothing in that for me. Don't know what he's claiming for. Nervy moments. Barely watchable for these Arsenal fans. Maybe the rain is helping. Goal kick, David Raya to take. He's taking as much time as he can. He'll probably get a yellow card here. And Paul Tierney is giving him a yellow card. As expected. Where goalkeepers are always going to do that. His second of the season. I would take a wild guess in saying that his first yellow card was for the exact same reason. I would take a wild guess in saying that. That's a Man United throw in. On the left hand side. Less than 2 minutes to go. Still time. Casemiro. Forsen. Now to Eriksen. Man United still pushing. These dying moments. They're battling, bouncing around like pinball, that. And Arsenal know that if they just keep it in possession, keep it away from their goal, they can cling on, they can hold on, they can do this. But they've not got it away yet. Last minute, Garnacho's cross straight into the hands of David Raya in the Arsenal goal. And this could be it. They just wait as long as they possibly can here. Arsenal goes down the right hand side. Will be a United throw. Maybe one last chance for Manchester United here. Long ball forward. Up it goes. Away by Ben White. Brought down by Anthony. Forsen. Garnacho. Now Casemiro has to get it into the box here. They have to get it forward. Eriksen. Now Anthony on the left. Have to find it into the box here. They're playing it around. Garnacho with a cross. And that is straight into David Raya's hands. And that surely should be that by now. There's lots of bodies in there. Couldn't find any of them. But the player in blue and the Arsenal goalkeeper. And they believe now, because this should be it. That's it. It's all over. Arsenal have clung on, held on, and get the 3 points. They worked ever so hard for it, and Man United threw everything they had at it to try and get a leveller. But Arsenal held firm. A clean sheet at Old Trafford. A 3 points at Old Trafford that has been rare as rare can be over the years. Only their third time winning at Old Trafford since 2006. And they get that 3 points. That takes them back top of the Premier League table. And means that we will be heading to the final day. No matter what happens at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Tuesday night. The final day will be when it will be decided. United beaten once again, but a much better performance here tonight. Arsenal will face Everton at home on the final day. Man City will face West Ham. 1 point between them now. City can take the lead back away at Tottenham on Tuesday night. Any sort of slip-ups for City on Tuesday night means it will be all in Arsenal's hands on the final day. If City win on Tuesday night, it's in their hands. It will be down to the final day no matter what though. Arsenal have done it. They've won here at Old Trafford. And they could be on the verge of lifting a title for the first time in 20 years. They're one step closer. But they're not done yet. One more week to go before the title is decided. Final score from Old Trafford. Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1.